Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live session. I'm Ankita Patil, Product Evangelist at SellerApp, and today I'm going to talk about break even ROAS and how to calculate it and how can you use it to optimize your Amazon ad spend. So I can see a lot of people are joining in. So please feel free to hit the chat box, say hi, where you're from, which marketplace are you dealing with, and also for how many years you have been selling on Amazon. I'm really excited to know all about it. Also, during the session, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer them before the end of the session. Now, Amazon PPC advertising is a popular strategy for driving sales and boosting product visibility on the platform. However, determining the exact amount required to yield a profit from these campaigns can be a bit challenging. So, this is where the break even ROAS, that is return on ad spend, comes in. Break even ROAS is a metric that takes into account your profit margin of an Amazon PPC campaign to calculate the exact ROAS required to break even or generate a profit. It also provides valuable insights to determine the true success of your campaigns and make informed decisions about your ad spend. So while regular ROAS provides insights into ad performance and revenue, break even ROAS allows advertisers to determine the minimum acceptable ROAS to ensure profitability. So by utilizing this metric, you can optimize your Amazon PPC campaigns and bid more effectively to achieve their desired results. So in this live, I'll be showing you how you can optimize your PPC campaigns with respect to break even ROAS with the help of the SellerApp platform. But before that, let's look into what is ROAS and how do we calculate it. So, ROAS, as you all know, is the return on advertising spend. It measures how much revenue you have made in sales for each dollar spent on the ads. So, in the case of PPC campaigns on Amazon, you can calculate ROAS by dividing the revenue generated by the campaign by the cost of the ads. So, for example, if a PPC campaign generated $10,000 in revenue and costs $2,000 in ad spend, the ROAS would be 10,000 divided by 2,000, that is equal to 5. So, ROAS is, a valuable metric for determining the success of an advertising campaign. A high ROAS indicates that the campaign is generating more revenue than it is costing, while a low ROAS suggests that the campaign is not generating enough revenue to cover its costs. So you can also easily calculate your ROAS using the SellRap advertising dashboard. For that, you just have to, go into the dashboard, and I'll show you how that is exactly done. So let me share my screen so that you can easily understand. So over here, you can see that we have logged into the Seller App dashboard, and here you can understand what are the key actions which are reflected into your dashboard. So we are actually open for multiple marketplaces. So if you are selling on Amazon US, UK, Canada, India, you can make use of our exciting features to find the ideal solution for you. All you have to do is go to the marketplace drop down menu on the top right of your screen and select the desired marketplace. I'm selecting United States as my preferred marketplace for this particular live session. Now, navigate to the advertising dashboard, and under this, we have the overview section over here. So, in order to calculate the ROAS, you need to go to the calculate ROAS option over here. But before that, I'll tell you what the overview section is all about. So, overview will give you the macro understanding of all of your ad campaigns at one place. So, here you can actually track your return on ad spend and return on investment based on the monthly ad budget and the target a cost you're going to set. So, in order to calculate your target ACOS and the ROAS, you need to go to the calculate ROAS option over here, and you need to fill in the required information such as the choose seller type and what is the monthly ad budget, cost of goods, and what is your target ACOS. And accordingly, you get the overview of what your return on ad spend is and even your return on investment, and then you can save and close, and accordingly your campaigns will be revolving around that particular value, right? So moving on to the main topic, that is what is the break even ROAS and how to calculate it. So basically the break even ROAS is a metric used in Amazon advertising that calculates the exact ROAS required for an advertising campaign to break even or even generate a profit. So it takes into account the profit margin of a product and the cost of advertising to determine the minimum acceptable ROAS required to achieve the profitability. So, to calculate the break even ROAS for an Amazon advertising campaign, you need to follow certain steps. And those are firstly, determine the profit margin for the product being advertised. So, this is calculated by subtracting the cost of goods sold from the sale price of the product. Secondly, determine the Amazon fees associated with selling the product. So this includes, your referral fees, the FBA fees, and any other applicable fees. Thirdly, subtract the Amazon fees from the profit margin to determine the net profit margin. Fourth, calculate the break-even ROAS by dividing the net profit margin by the advertising cost. Now, let me show you how this is done with the help of the example, right? So let's say your average selling price. So let me take you to this Excel sheet now. So let's say your average selling price is $100 and your cost of goods sold is like $50. Then the profit before advertising will be obviously 100 minus 50, that is average selling price minus the cost of goods sold, which will give you the profit before advertising, that is equal to 50. Now, if your advertising costs are $20, let's consider the case one where the advertising cost is $20 for one sale, then you make a $30 of net profit by, subtracting advertising costs for one sale with the profit before advertising. So 50 minus 20 will give you $30 over here. Now, if your advertising costs are $50, let's consider case two over here. So, again, if the advertising cost is $50, then if it is subtracted from the profits before advertising, which is 50 minus 50, will give you the net profit as $0, right? So at this point, you are not making or losing money on the sale. So this is the break even point over here. So from this break even point, you can calculate the break even ROAS. So here is the formula for the break even ROAS, which is the product sale price divided by the break even point. So for this particular example, right, the ROAS would be $100 divided by $50. So this is the 100 and this is the advertising cost, which will give you the break even point. And so 100 divided by 50 will give you 2. So that means you need to make more than $2 in revenue for each dollar spent on advertising to make your ads profitable. So, as an Amazon seller, you must understand the importance of using break-even ROAS to develop, successful advertising strategies. So it allows you to outbid your competitors or even optimize your advertising budget to cut losses. You can also use this particular metric to identify which products to prioritize, potentially increasing sales and revenue. However, managing your advertising campaigns on Amazon can be a bit challenging, especially when you're trying to stay on the top of multiple metrics at once. So that's where the SellerApp's advertising dashboard is going to help you. Now, let me show you how different features of SellerApp is going to help you in different aspects of your advertising. So, since we have already discussed about how to calculate ROAS in the overview section, let's jump into the campaign manager, which is quite an interesting feature, which is definitely going to be very helpful in monitoring all of your ad campaigns and optimizing the bids accordingly. So, Campaign Manager reviews the overall performance of your ad campaigns with the help of visual aids. Here, you can see the key performance indicators and their comparison with the help of the graphical representation over here. Also, you will see different campaigns listed on the left hand side. So, these are all the sponsored product, sponsored brand, and sponsored display campaigns. Here you will see the campaign attributes, performance metrics, as well as the derived metrics. You can click on the arrow in front and you will see the expanded view of all of these metrics and attributes. So imagine you're going to evaluate all of these ad campaigns on the basis of all of these metrics. So here you can see we have net profit, clicks, sales, then spend, CPC, even the ACOS, conversion rate. Here we have ROAS as well, the CTR, and so on. Also, we have one more option over here. So if you click over here, you'll get the tags option. So here you can understand what are the performing, underperforming, and non-performing campaigns out of total campaigns. So you can just select any one of this and click on apply and you will get access to those particular campaigns. Now, the best part is over here. This is the ROS column over here. So what you can do is, uh, you know, whichever campaigns are giving you the greater ROS, you can accordingly optimize the bids for those particular campaigns over here. So in this, you will see that there is the daily budget set over the campaigns, so you can accordingly optimize your daily budgets for those particular campaigns based on the ROS. The campaigns which are having higher ROS, you can set the greater daily budget for them, so that there is always that possibility that you will get the higher returns on those particular campaigns, right? So this is how the campaign manager is going to help you. You can always customize the date range as well. And when was the report last analyzed? The insights will be, you will be getting it over here. So campaign manager is definitely going to help you to optimize your budgets for the campaigns which are really performing well with the help of the ROS perspective. Now, moving on towards the next feature, which is of great value, that is targets and search terms. So, targets and search terms will help you to find the top converting targets and search terms of all of your ad campaigns at one place. So this is definitely going to help you faster analysis of large amounts of data. Under this, we have like four sub features, and let's look into each one of them in detail. First one is Search Term Explorer. So Search Term Explorer will give you the list of all the search terms present in your sponsored product, sponsored brand, and sponsored display campaigns at one place over here. So in this, you'll see the primary attributes, performance metrics, as well as derived metrics again. And this will help you to find which search terms are performing well and which are not. On the basis of all of these metrics, such as ROAS, ACOS, conversion rate, sales, this is definitely going to be helpful, and it will help you to target the search terms which are definitely going to give you the higher ROAS, higher sales, and accordingly you can target those particular search terms for your ad campaigns, and it will definitely reduce your wasted ad spend and increase your ROI. Next is keyword targets. So keyword targets will give you the comprehensive list of the keywords present in your sponsored product and sponsored brand campaigns at one place, and which can be seen over here. You will see a small search bars over here, so you can just click on it and add a keyword, and you'll be directed towards that particular keyword. In on top of it, you have primary attributes, performance metrics, and derived metrics. So over here you will get the information of which of these keywords are performing well based on the impressions. Then we have clicks, sales, the conversion rate, ROAS, and even the ACOS over here. So the keywords which are really performing well, you can just select them randomly, and you can go to apply suggested bid over here. So since we are dealing with demo data over here, um, we are getting like zero suggested bid. But if you are actually having the data of your campaigns, you will be getting the suggested bids, the real time data over here. So accordingly, you can suggest, apply your suggested bid. You can also adjust the bids according to your suggested bids, or you can just enable the campaigns. Enabling is nothing but activating those particular ad campaigns. And if at all there are few keywords which are not performing well for your campaigns, if you want to remove them off, you can just pause them, or even you can archive them. So archiving is nothing but removing them off of your campaigns. So this multiple actions feature is definitely going to be helpful in reducing your wasted ad spend and understanding what actual actions are to be taken for performing keywords and non-performing keywords. Next we have is ASIN targets. So ASIN targets will help you to give comprehensive list of categories and ASINs of all of your ad campaigns at one place. So over here you'll find all the categories and ASINs. Then we have primary attributes, performance metrics, and derived metrics. So based on which you are going to evaluate which of these categories and ASINs are performing well and which are not, and accordingly you can take decisions for yourself whether to invest more into it or whether to cut them off. Next is product analysis feature. So product analysis facilitates the data aggregation of parent and child ASIN of all of your ad groups of your ad campaigns at one place. So under this, you can see that which of these ASINs are performing well and which are not as per the attributes and metrics. So definitely the ACOS, the ROAS, and the sales are going to be helpful to give you the basic understanding of what the ASIN has to provide, and also whether they are performing well or not. And accordingly, you can take critical decisions whether to utilize them for your advertising or not. Now let's move on to my personal favorite sub feature, that is insights. So insights will give you the actionable tips to improve the overall performance of your campaigns. So under this we have like seven sub features, and all of these are directed towards certain goal. Say for example, negative search terms and negative ASINs will increase your ACOS. Positive search terms and positive ASINs will increase your organic sales. Auto to manual and target improvements will improve your ROI, and bid optimization will increase your visibility. Now, let me show you in detail how exactly this is going to increase, your ROAS, and how this is going to help you to increase your ROI in general. So, firstly, negative search terms. So, the term itself suggests that these are the search terms which are not performing well for your campaigns, and you will get all of those search terms, all of those negative search terms at one place. You don't have to go individually into the ad campaigns and understand where are the negative search terms there. You'll get all of those negative search terms at one place. So over here, you will see the search terms. These are the attributes, metrics over here. Based on the analysis of all of those metrics, you can select the search terms which are not performing well. You can just mark them negative so that they won't appear in your ad campaigns, or you can just ignore them for 7 days. Also, you will see that what are the total search terms here, what is the ACOS, and what is the monthly wasted ad spend. And on the basis of this overview, you can take your decisions, whether to mark them negative or to just ignore them for 7 days. Next, we have as positive search terms. So, positive search terms are the search terms which are really performing well, which are converting well for your campaigns. On the left, you will find the search terms. Then we have the attributes, performance metrics, as well as the derived metrics over here. You can also put in a certain search term, and that particular search term will appear. Same applies to all of these. And you can select those search terms which are performing well. You can go to track keywords, where you'll be directed towards keyword tracking under product intelligence feature. So after analyzing those particular keywords for a certain period of time, if you really feel that they are worth it, then you can add them to advertising, or you can just ignore them for 7 days if they are not good to go. Next we have is auto to manual. So auto to manual will give you the list of search terms which are performing well for your campaigns. You can select those search terms, select their campaigns and ad group, and move them from automatic type campaigns to manual targeting type campaigns, so that you will have better control over those particular keywords, right? Next is target improvements. So, target improvements will help you to target your Amazon advertisement more accurately and precisely. So, this will help you to move your high performing search terms to refined targeted audience by narrowing down your match types. So, over here, you all know that there are basically like three keyword match types: broad match type, phrase match type, and exact match type. So, if you are planning to target a broader audience, wider audience, then broad match type keyword would be used. If you are planning to target a smaller audience, then exact match type keyword can be used, and phrase match type lies between the broad and exact match type. So this is the gist of what the target improvements is all about. So here on the left hand side, you'll find the search terms. These are the attributes and metrics. So on the basis of this, you can evaluate which of these search terms are performing well. You can select those particular search terms, select their campaign and ad group, and accordingly move them from broad match type to phrase match type or exact match type keyword. If you feel that they are not performing well, then you can just ignore them for 7 days. Next, we have is bid optimization. So the name itself suggests that here we are going to optimize the bids for the search terms. So under this, we have like the search terms over here. We have attributes and metrics. So after analyzing them, you can create an update bid as per the suggested bid over here, and get going. Also, if you feel that those are the search terms which are not worth it, then you can just ignore them for 7 days as well. Next, we have as positive ASINs. So, positive ASINs are the ASINs which are really performing well for your campaigns. So, here on the left hand side, you'll find all the ASINs. Here are the attributes and metrics. So, you can track the ASIN individually over here, where you'll be directed towards product intelligence feature. You can understand the quality and performance of your tracked product on the basis of different sub features of the product intelligence, and otherwise you can collectively select them over here and track ASIN collectively. Next we have is negative ASINs. So negative ASINs is very much similar to the negative search terms. The only difference is that we are dealing with ASINs here. So here you'll get the overview of search terms, ACOS, and the monthly wasted ad spend. So on the left, you will find all the ASINs. You can select the ASINs which are clearly performing poor. You can just mark them negative, or you can just ignore them for 7 days. So this was all about the insights feature. This is definitely going to give you different aspects of increasing your ROI, improving your ACOS, then increasing the visibility, and even improving your organic sales. Now, moving on towards the automation feature, which is the most valued feature on the SellerApp advertising platform. So, automation is definitely going to save a lot of time of yours, and you can actually invest that particular time in growing other aspects of your business. So under automation, we have exciting feature which is called as day parting. So, day parting is for applying budgets across different hours of the day based on when you have your maximum sales. So, those are the hours of the day when you get more conversions, and you should set up more budgets accordingly. So, let's say you want to grow your sales on Prime Day or any kind of peak shopping event. So, you need to use ad scheduling. So, why to use ad scheduling is because it is definitely going to improve your visibility and reduce your wasted ad spend during that particular time period. So, opting for day parting is the best alternative. So, during that time period, what you can do is you can increase the budgets by 10 to 15%, and that is definitely going to bring your product more discoverable, and it is going to optimize your ad spend as well. So day parting is available in automation on budget level, on both account as well as campaign level. Now let me show you how the day parting is set. So under budget management, you can create a blank day parting rule. So under this, we have like three steps of day parting. And so moving on to the first step, that is setting up of day parting, apply day parting automation for. So whether it is account level or campaign level, I'm selecting it as campaign level for all campaigns. Then click on next. Then we have is step two, that is initial steps of day parting. Here we have the start date and the end date. So remember that the earliest start date will be always tomorrow's date. So I'm selecting it as 25th. Now the end date will be, I'm selecting it as 28th. Now, do you want to override the budget for the selected campaigns? So if I select it as yes, then I need to enter certain value over here. So I'm selecting it as $5. Now, remember that I have selected all campaigns in the initial step, in the step one. So whatever the $5 I've said, that is applicable for all of your ad campaigns from the start date and to the end date. You won't be able to alter it during this particular time period. If you select it as no, then whatever the budget you have already set for all of your ad campaigns, that is it from the start date to the end date. Let's click on next. We have the last step, that is setting up of day parting. So it usually starts at midnight, 12 a.m. Then select the budget for this hour. So I'm selecting it as 5%. So remember, this is the absolute value of the budget. Click on set. Also, if you want to start your day parting during 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., you can also select as 3 and select the budget and then set, and then click on next, and then you can just review and enable, and this is how the day parting is all set. So this was all about how the seller app advertising platform is going to help us, and it is definitely going to be useful for how you can increase your ROAS with respect to the break even point, and how you can increase your ROI throughout your campaigns, and increase your profitability. So you can organize your ads at the campaign level, ad group, and keyword level to meet your end goals and track their performance against your target cost to ensure your campaigns are profitable. So if you run ad campaigns for your e-commerce site, but don't take the time to calculate your ROAS and evaluate the efficiency of your advertisements, you are setting yourself up for failure. So, just as you would monitor your cart abandonment rate and work diligently to optimize your listings to boost your conversion rate, you should likewise monitor your ROAS and seek to achieve the ideal ROAS that would maximize your profits. And that's it for this video, everyone. Thanks for watching. Your support means a lot to us. It encourages us to bring out more helpful videos like this. Well, we have recently published a blog on, break even ROAS, and you can find its link in the comment section below. Also, if you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to SellerApp. Let us know if you guys want us to create detailed slides on any specific topics. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section below, and we'll definitely create them for you. If you haven't already, click the bell icon so that you will never miss on any other video. And as always, happy selling!